you can see, a possibility of an all-tie final on the cards. Let's see what happens. And here they come. Well, a lot of people were very, very impressed by their World Championship win. Chang Dang-ji and Toei Wee really cemented them as being the #1 mixed doubles partnership from Malaysia, and there are a few pairs in contention for that title. Up against Teeraratsakul, who used to play his badminton with Faitas Wenwang, but for the last 6 events has been paired up with the legend Subsiri Taerattanachai, who of course was Thailand's first mixed doubles world #1 when she played with Dechapon Waranukro. Dechapon, of course, has gone on to a great partnership with Supasarapor Sampran. Taerattanachai still finding her feet. I said just 6 events with Teeraratsakul, and they have already had a result in those 6 results. It was a 3rd place finish at the Arctic Open. That was last month. So this their 2nd semi-final as a pair. Now Cheng Tang-ji, 27 years old. I notice his hair's gone back to its normal color. Up north in Malaysia, ranked 4, and they've been as high as 3rd in the world. And that was January of this year, so it's been a very, very good year for them. The first mixed doubles world champion title for Malaysia. There's his net partner, Toei Wee, 25 years old, born on the coast of Malacca. As I said, they very much cemented their position as the #1 mixed doubles pair of Malaysia now. And this Australia Open will be a good tune-up for the World Tour finals that are just around the corner. Their compatriots, Wong and Lim in 39 minutes. They were the first opponents in round 1. Liu and Zheng from Chinese Taipei in 30 minutes. And then Ye Hong Wei and Nicole Chan. That is actually a difficult match. That was also straight games for them, so they've yet to drop a game all week. And Pakapon Teeraratsakul, 21 years old, as I said, used to play with Faitas Wenwang. And as you can see, got to 19th in the world with Faitamas. Currently ranked 65.
Ready to play.
And what a partner to be paired up with. She might be 33 years old now, but Subsiri is probably still an incredible net player, and she's won pretty much everything. 4 gold medals at the SEA Games, medal of every color at the World Championships, 2019, 2021, 2022, 3-time medalist at Sudirman Cup, Uber Cup. I haven't got time to go through all of her achievements. These were their 3 results so far. Koga and Matsutomo in 65 minutes, 3 games. Maulana and Jamil, 3 games. And Yang Po-sun and Hu Ling-fang. That's an established partnership, #4 seeds. And that was also 3 games. So we're about ready to get underway. Simon Lin from Australia in the umpire's chair. And that's Iris Metzpalu in the service judge position.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chen in Toei Wee, Malaysia. And on my left, Pakkapon Teeraratsakul and SATHIO Teeraratsakul, Thailand. Way to serve to Pakkapon Teeraratsakul. Love all. Play.
So a little bit shaky positioning from the Thais. They managed to come away that first point. Well, still in the commentary box with me, Gronya Somerville. Gronya, do you think that Sapsiri at 33 is still going to be the force that she has been her entire career?
From what I've seen, obviously her skill is still there. It's maintaining just the speed and the fitness, which will be a big thing for her. But to me, she looks like she's still in good form. It's obviously been a challenging dynamic.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right partner for her since the partnership changes.
Exactly, yeah.
But this one definitely looks promising.
2, love.
Well, that's what I was saying. Her ex-partner, Dechbon Povaranukro, managed to fall into a new partnership that's extremely successful with Supasara and Porsamparan. But trying to find, that's the best way of putting it, trying to find a player that can match up with her.
And he's left-handed, so that will be just a new thing for her that maybe she is better at adapting to.
Yeah, she did take a little bit of a break after they split up, her and Dechapon, and then I said only formed this partnership, this real partnership, 6 events ago. She's a bit of a pop icon in Thailand.
Over.
Very talented guitarist as well.
Oh, I haven't seen her guitar.
Yeah, she's been busking at in Bangkok.
Really?
Oh yeah, to thousands of people they turn up to watch her. Paw Paw's guitar, that's her nickname.
I've definitely seen some of the photo shoots,
Yes,
magazine
that's right.
covers
She's
and those kind
got
of...
into a bit of a runway model as well, yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3.
It was a shock to me when I saw her, you know, being a musician. It's so different from the kind of intensity and focus she brings to court. It was a bit of a shock to start off with.
Yeah. I mean, it's great for players to have other interests outside of the sport. Help keep them sane.
Good fake out there.
Oh.
And right now, the points balancing out. But
4.
Chen and To definitely have not hit full gear yet.
Interesting to see that their sponsor on their chest is called Sponsor. I wonder what, or is that just trying to imply that they want sponsors?
I didn't even see that.
I wonder what industry that is.
Maybe, I mean, they're our new partnership. Please sponsor here, is it?
Yeah.
5, 2.
I think they're actually not allowed to have kind of writing text
All right.
within the sponsorship, like only the logo or
Only the logo, yeah.
title of
And
the,
CV.
lots of regulations around that.
Yeah, there must be. Perhaps the national team from Malaysia have a very big sponsor, and that is Petronas. That is very much the sporting sponsor in Malaysia, actually. F1, motorsports as well. There it is.
Chen and To looking a little bit deflated so
Yeah,
far.
They're not,
frustrated.
they haven't hit full gear yet at all. And it's not because they're under pressure.
Chen just then saying he can't see the shuttle, which is always sometimes an issue in the mixed doubles when the girls stand in front.
Service over. 3, 6.
It's a good body shot.
Yeah, just too flat from Sapsiri. Right into Chen's hitting zone.
Great variation and follow-up movement from Toei Wei. And now the big backcourt attacks are coming from Chen Tangjin. That is very much their pattern.
Yeah, Sapsari just running in at the wrong time there. Chen was too quick to get across to be able to still attack that next shot. A slower opponent, she would have been able to probably kill their next shot at the net, but not Chen. He's too quick for that.
He is very fast. And now those, as I said, once he gets on the attack, he doesn't waste any time getting on the attack.
Quickly. Head back and forth.
That's the kind of energy that you want to see between Chen and To.
Yeah, a lot
Sometimes,
fired up.
yeah, sometimes it takes them being behind and looking like they're going to lose before they spark into life. But now they're beginning to click. There was a time right at the start of their partnership where there wasn't concerns, but the one thing that the coaches noticed and everyone else noticed was how emotional they would get on court during these high intensity moments. Toei Wei especially, Chen, go just calm it down a little bit.
Yeah.
My view on that is simple. I mean, if it gets you through, that's fine. But yeah, she'd start doing like victory laps of the court if she got a point, stuff like that. So I can understand how it might start hitting the delay rule. Recently, since the World Championships especially, they've been far, far better in terms of. Well, they're closing in, they're dropping behind early on. There's that signature lateral leap, I like to call it. Chen Tangjin is always jumping, not just forwards and back, but he's got great control of the shuttle when he's moving sideways. That was nice from Pakapon Teeraratsakul. That's nice.
Looks like Chen could have maybe got to that shot. I think he thought it was going out or something. He didn't really attempt to go for it.
That's good, careful placement from the Malaysians. Just teeing up a big attack. I do have to say that of all of the Malaysian national team members, Chen Tangjin's jump smash technique is fluid. It's possibly the most fluid. You can see it right there. He really gets a lot of power into it.
Yeah.
Quick wind up as well.
And you can see he does a lot in that partnership. He's quite good at covering behind To, especially when she tries to move in quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas conversely, Sapsari kind of takes a little bit more of her own overhead shots in their Thai pairs partnership. So Chen's definitely working really hard to cover around To and get her in at the net.
Light touches from Sapsari at the net. Teeraratsakul. That's the big power. Little bounce there, which Sapsiri capitalizes on.
Service over. Get a new one. Get a new one. 10, 7.
Great defense from Sapsiri.
Incredible.
And a backhand clear shot.
Just those 3 shots back to back were
8.
wherever that shuttle is coming, she's manages to turn her body, get the racket in the way.
Yeah. And you mentioned Chen's jump smash technique before, but when I've played him, what I was most impressed by was his stop drop that he finished on in that rally.
Oh yeah, he is very good at
Super
that.
deceptive and so short.
With the same wind-up action
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
yeah.
You can see the technique here when he goes for it. Yeah, just coming across the shuttle, taking the pace out. The last second, really tough to get as his opponent. Speaking from experience. Because his smash is also super effective, so you're having to worry about both at the same time is a challenge.
Well, Thailand, in terms of mixed doubles, they had another very interesting partnership this week, and that was one of the Aimsard sisters, Benyapo, if I'm right, who was paired up with, hold on,
8, 10. Play.
yeah, Fuanat Vanlukit, our partner.
Yeah, she's new to mixed doubles, so typically plays women's doubles with her sister. I think her sister has been injured on and off. And so
That's why. That's why.
I think so. They've always had they come play a few tournaments and then they'd be out for a while, and I think it was mainly due to her sister's injury. I'm not too sure this time, but they've definitely established her with a new women's doubles partner now, and
Yeah,
her in the mixed as well. So yeah, it'll be good to see how she goes transitioning to 2 events.
It's another highlight reel defense from Sapsiri. Still manages to keep the rally going. Too much pressure coming through. So he
10,
was
4.
getting into it again. Nice touch from her though.
Yeah, so would have been better to play a block, I think, from Pakapon there. He just drove it straight into Chen, who then was able to hammer Sapsiri.
10-all. Just on the brink of the first mid-game interval.
Play. Interval.
11-10 at the break.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players on court, coach, return to your chair. (11, 10).
Well, both pairs have had something to shout about in this first game. Chen and To seem to be a little bit more compact. That is, of course, probably down to the fact that they've played together a lot longer.
I think right now the Malaysians are just finding more ways to get Sapsari under pressure. Hitting her at the backcourt and just being able to get those intercepts and go at her like that.
That was all Chen Tangji.
Wow.
So the Thai pair really need to try and bring toe more into the game, get more shots to her and get her moving as well. She's very good when the shuttle comes to her and when it's, you know, she's able to use her skill in a good position, but really trying to get her having to, you know, go from the front to the back, side to side of the net.
Right.
Easier said than done.
Good coverage by Chen Tangji. Oh, Taerattanachai just a little bit too light on that net shot.
11.
A good choice from Pakapon there to go over toe.
Oh, what a pattern of play.
Servers over.
That was very much in.
13,
Sapsari
11. White the court, please.
not quite 100% on his reads.
Chen's so quick to counter and get the attack back. The Thai pair are just a little bit more comfortable to give that lift away and go into defense, but against Chen, it's really hard to get out of the defense position. So I think they need to be fighting more to not give the lift away as much.
Thank you. (13, 11).
Well, once again, it has been a different type of draw
14
this week
11.
with no China pairs due to the China National Championships, which, by the way, in mixed doubles, was won by a very familiar pair. Zheng Shi-wei and Huang Yasheng got together to win the one title that they never won, and they did.
Chen.
They never won the Chinese national championship.
Never won it before, and they won it for the first day. That's why they got back together this week. Stepped out of retirement. Huang Yasheng has just married Liu Yu Chen. Got back into a badminton outfit, and they won.
That's crazy. Imagine being an Olympic champion, but not your own national champion.
Yes. But it's such a big tournament for China players, the China National Championships, that they made a vow that they were going to come back and win it, and they did. So that's capped a perfect career for Zheng and Huang.
Is over.
And it's a very low shot
12.
in the end, and Chen and To are sitting comfortably on this 2-point lead.
Right idea. Wrong execution.
I bet that happens a lot, right?
Yeah, trick shots, it's all about the timing. You mess it up, you look like a fool. But you get it, and your opponent looks like a fool, and that feels really good.
Nice touch by Chen Tangji up in the net. On that note, his net skills over the last year have actually got better. On his preferred position, that's a good drop in from
13,
Teeraratsakul.
14.
That's a well-worked rally by Thailand. They had To at the back having to hit a clear shot, and then two just soft drops making her move.
No.
The key to trying to get through the Malaysians is really making her move in this game.
Pakapon. Ready to play.
Sometimes these Asian pairs that train with so much power and speed, their default is just power and speed. And they really have to like switch on their brain to make sure they're using their skill. And adapting to their opponent and not just trying to overpower them.
Service over.
A wry smile from Sapsiri as she
15,
misses
13.
a shot which for her would be bread and butter. Toei Wee really is sweating, asks for the towel down and she gets it. Good.
Service
Commanding stuff from Sapsiri.
14, 15.
Yeah, they're so quick to change out and have Chen at the back there.
Nice touch from Toei Wee. Oh, wonderful exchange. Got to be rally of the match.
Service over.
16-14 and they had to work for it.
14. Wipe the court, please. Wipe the court.
Well, while that court gets wiped down, you can see in the background that that women's double semi-final is still on. In fact, Kasuma and Puspitasari have not only claimed a game back, they're 15-8 up in the third. So that all Indonesian women's doubles final, after we watched the win for Rachel Rose and Seton Ingram earlier, is now very much on the cards. You just see that scoreline right in the back of the screen.
Play on. Play on. Play on. Play on. Play on.
Oh, this is interesting.
16-14.
Shuttle change denied, I think. Wide, 17-14. This is a glorious opportunity for Chen and To
14.
seal the deal on this first game.
Beautiful defense.
Wonderful.
Foul.
And then placed really well on the outside of Teeraratsakul.
18-14.
Oh, the world champions certainly know how to close out games. It looks like they're getting into that gambit right now.
Are they world champions?
Chen and To, yeah.
Oh.
It was
I thought they were runner-up.
No, it's a historic win. In fact, I'll tell you who they beat.
Service over. 15-18. Thank you, line judge.
Zhang Zhenbang and Wei Yazin in 40 minutes, 21-15, 21-14 in the final. They beat Gekel and Delru in the semi-finals, Capella and Crasto in the quarterfinals, Alpha and Pasaribi in round of 16. It's a very, very good year for them in that.
Over. 19-15.
And just on another note, a hat full of incentives and prize money from the national body, BAM and stuff.
Well, that's good.
Afterwards
Because
as well, yeah.
World Championships, still no prize money for players.
No. So,
Crazy.
yeah, it was.
I really hope that changes soon.
I'm in no position to talk about that, but yeah, it seems odd, but it's one of these national pride things, I guess.
That's the most ridiculous argument I've ever heard. When people say that players are playing for their country every single tournament. Why should?
That's true. That is
why
true.
should
No,
the biggest tournament
absolutely agree
that
with you.
brings in, you know, incredible sponsors, fans, broadcasts, why should the players not get paid for that?
Oh, they get a medal and a bouquet of flowers.
Exactly.
In point.
Makes me mad.
Well, as I said, they got a lot of incentives from not only their sponsors, but the national body as well. And that's what I was saying. Since that World Championship win, they really have behaved a bit differently, because I think it made their year, obviously. It doesn't make a difference now. 21-16. Game 1 is down.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Love all. Play.
So, game 2.
It's okay.
And I was just looking through sub-series stats, and that third World Championship medal she won was actually in women's doubles. 2 for mixed doubles, and 1 for women's doubles.
1.
Was that with Petita?
Petita, yeah.
Ah, yep.
I knew that they played together, I just didn't think they went all the way. They beat Kim So-young and Kong Yi-young, 2022.
That is impressive.
Yeah. So she's a very versatile player. And who's to say she won't make this latest configuration work? Change of ends. And it looks like Chen Tangji and Toei Wei are looking to pick up where they left off. It was a good run at the end of that first game.
Servers over. 1 all.
Touch in there from Teeraratsakul into the corner.
Well read by her there.
Over. 2, 1.
She just has that like intuitive.
Yeah, I was
nature
just
to
about to
her
say,
game.
she sees it, she sees the space, and she can quickly move into it.
Yeah, really good anticipation.
Stretch for Chen Tangji, but a stretch worthwhile.
3, 1.
It's an early 2-point lead.
Sapsari snapping a string on that smash.
And all these strings are snapping because of high tension you keep in the racket, Henry.
Yeah, high tension, and sometimes if you miss hit and the pressure of the shuttle goes off center from the center of the strings, that can force the strings to break as well. You hit too close to the edges of the frame. But otherwise, when you're just repetitively hitting center of the strings just start to fray, and then eventually they break.
Just waste no time, Chen Tengji getting on the attack. Second shot. There's that stop drop. Follows it up with the power. Good variation.
5-1.
Well, now they're really cooking with gas. And this is why at the start of the game I said that when they do get together, get that rhythm going. While this match plays out in court one, just ready yourselves for an Indonesian team scream. That's coming.
2-5.
Kasuma and Puspitasari are at 8 match points on court 2. Great day for Indonesia so far. 2 wins on court 1. Rosie set in Ingram and then Indra and Joaquin. And it looks like we're going for a 3rd win.
Service over.
2.
6-2.
Good fast exchange.
Service
Just
over.
out of position a bit.
3-6.
That's a good touch by Toiwi.
Service over.
Switched the point of attack.
7.
And it had enough venom. And there's the round of applause I was talking about. So Indonesia have succeeded in 3 semi-finals today already. And it will be an all-Indonesia women's doubles final. Very proud day for Indonesia.
8-3.
Nice deceptive flick there by Chen. So his body weight fully going forward.
Nonchalant defensive from Toiwi, and it works perfectly. They've taken a commanding lead here.
I reckon Chen would go all right on a men's singles court.
I reckon so.
His coverage is really good, and it's
He's got that.
showed there. He's got the cross-court nets going.
Line judge, just in front of the service line.
You know, with all these different leagues popping up and different formations such as 3v3, it'd be funny to put some doubles plays.
That's the latest one. That's right. Yeah, I saw that. It looked really interesting.
Or putting some doubles plays into some singles games or some box singles, that would be funny.
Play.
Probably not the highest quality badminton though.
Yeah. But fun.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of fun.
Again, incredible coverage from Chen.
Yeah, he does. Bounces around, leaps around.
He's about to land on Toiwi there.
That's the kind of situation when they both get really excited, they kind of forget where the other one is.
Yeah, she was just trying to get off the court so she wasn't collateral damage.
Oh, this is classic Toei. That's beautiful.
11-3, interval.
11-3 the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court number 2, the mixed doubles semi-final.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, they are back on court for the resumption and conclusion of game 2, and this might just be crunch time for the Thai pair. They're trailing quite substantially. And what's more important, I think, is that Chen and To seem to have hit into this extra gear. I mean, they've been untouchable the last few points.
Yeah, you can really see once their enthusiasm is going and the movement, the coverage from Chen, they just get this whole huge amount of momentum, and it just comes steamrolling.
Right now, they're just displaying that shuttle left and right, a little bit too wide that time, and I think it's a string problem.
4-12.
But they were very much in control at that point.
Great coverage from Chen.
Oh, Teeraratsakul really caught that. Oh, they have such a great buffer that they can afford a couple of points. Really, it's now down to the pair that collided on court, which is here. SATHIO and Teeraratsakul, to start asking some questions. It's gone wide, and they have to make it error-free as well.
Service over. 13-5. Service over. 6-13.
Well, since it was 1-1, Chen and To have skyrocketed. 6 consecutive point run. Nice touch from Teeraratsakul.
7.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that they have to try and do, because you can see there that Chen's trying to cover pretty much 3 whole corners himself.
Coach is very impressed. Oh, I think she sent that too long.
No, it's caught in.
That was in? Wow.
Caught in by the line judge, but challenging. I also thought that was long.
Well, certainly worth the challenge. Very much out.
I didn't even see the line in that.
It's almost in a different arena. A separate Hawkeye field.
13.
And as I said, the general theme has been about how well Indonesia's been doing on semi-final Saturday. All Indonesian semi-final men's doubles kicking off on court 2. Alfian and Fikri against Gautama and Isfahani. Once again, 3 semi-finals already won by Indonesia today.
9-13.
Good start. Up by Chen, sorry, To.
10-13.
Oh, Toe Wee's just kind of dropped off the boil.
11-13.
It is pretty common in mixed doubles to be able to get these runs of points either way.
Yeah.
Compared to other events, I noticed that you can win like 5, 6 in a row, and then the momentum can shift again, and the opponents can get 5 or 6 in a row.
Straight to ground.
Oh my gosh.
Picked up really nicely. Good anticipation by Chen. Couldn't reset himself after the slight tumble off the net.
12.
And the ties are closing in.
Another string. Probably about 3 or 4 strings between both pairs so far.
Sub-series been flawed. Gets up quickly.
Pakapon read that cross smash really well there.
Yeah, and he set up the time for Sub-series to get up again, which is great. Wow, Teeraratsakul, Pakapon is all over the court at the moment.
Nice defense. Ooh, another net touch for Pakapon.
What a rally. Just awkward for Toiwi. It's 13-all. And that is the longest rally of the match, 53 shots.
Really well fought by the ties. Did so well to stay in there.
Line judge. Thank you. Chen, second court. Pakapon, second court. all. Play.
An important few points for the Taipan. If they can turn the next 3 points their way, it's going to be a very good shot for them to force a third. Which will, in fact, be the first three-game match
It is over.
we see on court one today.
14,
It happens.
13.
Because Chen and To are going to have different ideas. Fantastic Toiwi move.
Very well read again to just sprint in at the right time.
15-13. Sub-zero return the shuttle. Chen back on court.
Wonderfully timed run, as you said. That lateral power from Chen Tengji again. Now he winds up, sends it down the line. Couple of quick fire smashes, and it's 16-13.
13.
Time running out.
Chen's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hakapon, ready to receive.
I actually partnered Chen back in the day in the Malaysian Purple League when I played.
I was commentating for the Purple League.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's incredible. I just remember that now.
Yes.
You partnered Chen Tengji. Yeah, that was a great league. 11-point games, five sets. A lot of big name players in that league, yeah.
17.
And I think the reason I didn't remember it is because at that time, Chen Tengji was pretty much an unknown quality.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody knew who he was.
Definitely not the player he was. He is now. But like we said yesterday, every world champ starts out
Starts off somewhere.
somewhere. Not the best. Losing matches, lots of failure. That perseverance.
Yeah, and sometimes they go on and sometimes they don't. I remember seeing Go Jinwei when she was 14. She was absolutely dominating in her home state at Penang, just taking it. I mean, she had obviously the stomach problems and injury problems that sidelined her career. But at the time, yeah, there are a lot of players out that you either know or you don't know when they're young, and then sometimes you don't know them when they're older. But Chen Tengji, has he broken that racket? It sounded like he snapped the racket or the string. But I heard it. It was a definite click from
13.
There's that great look at that jump action technique. It's a string, I think. Have you been keeping count of how many strings have gone now? I think on that side it's 3.
Last score check, yeah, I think it was 3 from Chen alone. I think Sapsari's done 1.
Play.
18-13 into the final closing actions of not just the game and the match, and Chen and To on their way to, at this point, another final. It will be their 4th final of the year.
13.
That includes, of course, the World Championships. This is their 9th semi-final.
Do you remember in the Purple League, they'd have some cool stats show up in between the matches of like the hitting percentages or attacking percentages?
Yeah.
They could do something like a string score check on the board. How many body shots you've hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one that you really need, I think they'll give people a lot of perspective, is unforced errors.
Yeah.
Unforced error count.
Yeah.
Well, I think Chen Tengji just missed that by a tiny bit.
14, 19.
But they're still very much in control here, Chen and To.
Like it was posing for the camera there.
Fantastic shot. Oh, I can't wait to see that tomorrow. Or later tonight. What am I talking about? It's not 1985. It'll be out.
It is over. 20 match point.
So 6 match points. It was always on the cards. 48 minutes in. In the end, it's Toe Wee. There's that celebration. Made the final at the China Masters. They made the final of the World Championships. And then earlier on in the year.
Oh, they're so cute. They're like synchronized wave and bow.
21-16, 21-14. Chen and Toe through.
Chen and Toe Wei, 21-16, 21-14.
Coming up next, it's the men's singles. Chen continues his assault on the Australian Open, the #2 seed up against Lakshya Sen from India. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Australian Open. And as you can see, it's been straight games all the way. Up next is the men's singles. Chen, #2 seed against Lakshya Sen, the #7 seed. There's a chance here for an all-Chinese Type A final. If it works out, Lin Chunyi, very capable. You should